Robbie, I'm pouring your beer.
I'm going live.
Oh, we're live? Going live?
This is where if we had a band, it would be really good because it could play us in.
Just beatbox, dude.
Boom, 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 boom. Welcome to the live show.
Here, Robbie, I'll open up the other can.
I wonder if the first 5 minutes of like having us starting the stream.
Are we actually live right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jarrett. Are you in on this?
No.
Okay.
I can't.
So, Jared, before we get started here with the show, what beer are you drinking?
We're rocking Dewey Beer Company Raspberry Lemonade.
Is Dewey Beach?
Dewey Beach.
Nice.
Right across from Starboard.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
It's my favorite.
By the way,
brewery.
well, Thomas, you should probably explain why you're not drinking for happy hour.
Well, it's funny that you mention it. Both Megan and myself are doing Inside Tracker in the morning.
Yeah,
So,
blood tests.
yeah, we can't. Is that really true, or do you just not want me drinking for a night?
It's in their instructions. No drinking the day before, no hard workouts the day before, and no eating or drinking anything 12 hours before.
Should I text John and make sure that she's not bamboozling you?
We should find out.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
I probably shouldn't say this, but I used to do like medical studies, of course, and it'd always be like, yeah, don't drink 12 hours before. No, don't do this. I'm like, I drink till like 5 hours before it. So there's some really messed up medical.
I would think doing medical testing, you'd want to be a little bit drunk.
Yeah, it depends. Some of them, yeah, for sure. But
His reflexes are really slow.
but yeah, I was always like, I hope they don't smell the booze on me. They probably did, and they were like, we just need
Bodies.
subjects.
Yeah.
Like, we don't even care.
They won't smell this booze. This is like doesn't smell
What
like
do
it.
you think of it?
That looks like a smoothie.
That's Jared's favorite beers are beers that taste like candy.
It's nice. It's a candy. It does. If you're here watching, welcome to I want to say the Drop Live. It's not that anymore.
What is it?
Why can't it be?
It's First Thursdays Live.
Okay.
It used to be called the Drop Live.
First Thursday's Drop Live. Hold on a sec.
Yeah. Okay. And anyways, we got Megan sitting in the center this week.
Yeah, you guys better not complain because Meg is centered now. So Robbie and I are as far away as possible.
Hey, Jarrett.
And Thomas and I, we're buddies today.
I got all the space.
Yeah.
I still feel like I'm buddies with Robbie, even though he's sitting
Okay.
across from me.
Good to know.
I've been watching this show called, what's it called? Ted Lasso.
Oh.
I've been watching Ted Lasso, and I kind of would like our relationship to be like Ted and the coach that's with him, who reminds me of two of our other friends combined and had a baby.
All right.
But
Yeah.
that's what I'm looking for.
I like it.
Don't spoil it.
And
I haven't
actually,
seen season 2.
he could be the other coach.
I haven't watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't actually watched it yet.
Oh, you
'cause-
got
Season 1 is amazing.
But I have
so
to have
watch
Apple
it.
TV, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You do.
By the way, this episode is sponsored by Features. That's why we have the thing on the screen there. Save 10% by using code.
Believe 10.
And treat your feet.
By the way, these are. I watched these, by the way. That's the best
He's
design.
still.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna critique this a little bit.
You don't like this?
I don't like that it goes black at the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Like,
you
why
just
not?
want that's a good. That's an
You can't
interesting
see
point.
it.
You can, because all the shoes now have those translucent uppers. So, like when you put this into, say, your APLs,
Yeah.
this would look all cool, and then you have a black sock in it.
They're comfortable though. I'll give them
Yeah,
that.
they are comfortable. But I would want it, like if you got this blue, have the blue go down.
Okay. Good.
All right, so if you're selecting your sock, what length are you going normally?
Right now, and I'll say it's purely for vanity, I like an ankle to a cruise length.
Okay.
In the winter, when it's really cold and I'm wearing tights, I like to have the tiny sock.
You can't overlap the tights and the socks.
I didn't know
You
this
can't
was
do
a
it.
thing.
Yeah,
By
you
the way,
definitely can.
You
can tuck
cannot.
them in.
It
Such
looks
a
horrible.
nerd.
okay, if you're watching, well, we want to know, and you wear
Yeah.
tights, we want to know, can
Okay.
you wear long socks with tights?
But who cares
You
how
just-
you look if it's
you-
freezing? You're trying to keep warm.
Mhm.
This
My-
is totally function.
This much ankle isn't going to get protected by a little bit of sock.
Uh,
Here's the thing. You just posted pictures of I think it was our latest trail shoe, the SLPDX, from our friends over at Speedland. And there was 3 pictures, and I was like, I cringed at one because somebody was wearing.
It was a model for the photos.
Yeah, they're wearing the tights with the socks and the.
Are you going over the tight or under the tight?
Under, not baseball players. So.
Oh,
I
I've
mean,
seen
it's all
both.
bad.
I've seen both.
With the tights over the socks?
Yeah.
I'm going socks over tights.
Oh, jeez.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Okay.
What do I know,
Alright.
though?
That's crazy.
Do you also wear shorts over your tights?
Depends,
Because
yeah.
this would be the best. Socks over tights with shorts over the tights.
But if it's
and
that
shirt
cold,
tucked in.
But if it's that cold, hell yeah, I don't want my belly getting all cold and pink belly at the end.
I'm not judging.
Pink belly.
Are you kidding me? If it's like 20 degrees out and windy, yeah, I want everything covered.
I'll tell you what, I do have the Tracksmith tights for running. Not the long tights, but the shorts. And even if I won't wear them when it's too hot because I don't want to have to take my shirt off with the short tights.
Yeah.
Because I think a shirt off without short tights, you got to have 0 body fat between.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you get that little boosh
muffin.
in. And I'm like, I'm not risking it.
It's like whenever I wear like compression shorts, types, underwear, or whatever. It's like, why do I do this to myself? I look horrible. I just feel disgusting.
If you want to feel bad about yourself leaving the house, throw that on. Look at yourself in the mirror.
It's awful. Anyways, so if you have any questions, by the way, chime in, ask your shoe related questions. Do we want to talk about some shoes we got?
Well, wait.
What?
We have a new feature on the show. It's the Megan Minute. Megan, take the show for a minute.
What?
People said you don't talk enough.
Should I do my unboxing?
We can do it.
Meg, you're
That's
wasting
Why
time.
are you guys talking? I have to
She's wasting time.
I have to reset the clock every time you guys talk.
This is the worst.
All right, let's do an unboxing. We got a weird thing to show
Megan,
you.
tell
tell
this
the
is your
story.
shoes. So tell
Okay,
about it.
so someone reached out to us to review specifically a women's running shoe, and they said it's a brand that doesn't typically or doesn't have anything in the performance area, and
Which isn't quite true.
it's a road shoe, it's a daily trainer, it's for like entry or beginner runners, and so they sent it today, and it arrived in a Walmart box.
Because our guesses were like Lululemon.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here. Do you want to open it?
Do you
Now,
have a knife?
Yeah, it's right there.
with the box from Walmart, this could be anything. That's the thing.
Yeah, what if we open up and it's like something that you ordered from Walmart?
That would be amazing.
It's just vitamins.
Do you know how much this shoe retails for?
$24.98.
All right.
That's
Okay.
Jared's kind of.
$25. Yeah, Jared.
So you could get
It's the same.
6. Is definitely.
12 of these, or 1 pair of APL.
I like the box.
So far.
Very,
The box.
very sustainable.
Yeah, let's see if it has a pretty box.
Oh.
Oh no! Hey, look, you can see.
Oh, and you got a black.
Oh, they got
solid.
the black version.
I'll see if this-
Oh. Hey, finally someone else gets a colorway.
Oh, look, they come with a thing you can hang on a wall.
Say what brand it is.
Hoka?
It's how do you say Avia?
Avia.
Avia.
Meg, does it look like any shoe you've seen before?
It does certainly look like a Hoka Clifton.
Feel the sponginess. I think you're gonna like
I
it.
mean, honestly, it blows my mind how much of a
Hoka.
rip-off it is. That's like,
But it's a $25
Like down to the laces, they even put the
Hoka.
same laces in.
That's
You know
like
what's weird though? If I was in the airport and I saw someone walking by, I'd be like, "Oh, he's wearing Hokas."
oh, 100%. It's like a Skechers level.
Yeah, here's the
rip-off.
price tag: $24.98.
You know what? It's not even 99, and I like that.
This is what drove me crazy. I mean, the outsole design is almost identical to Hoka.
Yeah.
So is the midsole.
Could you
with
try it
those
on?
Do we
diagonal
have a
ones.
Hoka
seal
here?
them? Yeah, probably downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, technically, one's on the table. But
No, Clifton.
I'll just put it on my foot.
Do you want me to go check for Clifton?
Yeah, you have a Zinal right here.
There's a Clifton downstairs.
Where's the bond at?
All right. While they're doing this, I know it's pretty exciting. You can focus on Jarrett. Jarrett, how's your running coming?
It's going great. I got a new coach.
Yeah.
She's not on camera anymore. She left. But We've seen each other on a bunch of runs.
And
this
I have
week.
to say, you're crushing it. Like,
Yes.
I can't believe how well you're running.
The workouts are fun, and I finally get to test like how hard I can push myself. Meg, I'm so that.
Okay,
Alright,
look at this.
Show it to the camera. Wait, turn it the other way because you have to. No, one like this. See, this is how they look the same.
Hold
I'll
on.
move it closer.
Iteration number 2 might have that flipped out.
So show these slants that go this way.
Yeah, so you got the slanted midsole cutouts.
How do they feel?
You got the outsole with the rubber.
Okay, a little firmer than I
Yeah,
was
it feels like
expecting.
it'd be firm.
This is the part that really drives me nuts. Is the arrows in the upper
Also,
has the same arrows.
this is not the latest Clifton, I don't think.
No, it's this is this.
And I do think they have laces with lines in them now.
Really?
Yeah. But I don't know.
So, initial reaction is that this is much firmer than a Hoka Clifton, but it doesn't feel horrible. So we'll see.
How much is a Clifton?
130.
Okay,
30.
guess what? That's $24.98.
That is crazy.
So here's the deal. I mean, even if it lasts you for a week,
Right.
you could get a lot of them.
And the thing is that Megan could beat most people in these Avias,
Yeah.
even if
And
they're
you'd think
wearing
it was a
Alpha
Clifton.
Flies.
You'll probably get compliments on people like, oh, what's that new Hoka
Yeah.
colorway?
Oh, it comes in black.
Yeah.
Are you? How many miles do you think you'll put in on this?
I don't know. I
At
mean,
least 20.
You have
Yeah.
to.
I don't
least
know. I
20.
don't think you have to because the price is lower.
That
It's a
makes
discount.
5 miles.
Yeah, you hit 5 miles.
No, I'll put 20 in it. We'll see what it can do.
I like it.
All right.
This is the, by the way, this is the other Hoka. Although we had this before.
Yes, but I think that you could show off the package.
Yeah.
What is this Hoka?
The
That's
Zyno.
Hoka Zinal, which is like.
Is it Zinal or
Oh.
Zyno?
I like Zinal.
The wrong
I like
process.
Zyno.
Yeah. It's Zinal.
Zinal sounds great.
Zyno.
Yeah.
Zyno. Beaver mouthsole.
Fancy box.
Came in this UTMB Mont Blanc package.
Came with
so,
shorts and everything.
Yeah, I had them somewhere. Apparently, I didn't even know Hoka was making like trail gear. By the way, they said we can get some more if you want.
Yeah.
All the gear that Hoka makes looks really nice,
It does.
except for the fact that they have like 6 of each, so they're gone immediately.
Oh yeah, so this
Those
short,
look nice.
yeah, it has like a back zipper pocket, has a larger like.
You can even have poles on the back.
Has the
Those are
Waist
pole
beard.
loops, right?
either poles or t-shirt. Either I don't know. I guess maybe not your poles, because that would be kind of crazy, right?
I
Maybe
keep my
bounce-
pole in
maybe-
my shorts.
maybe
Bouncing around.
flying around.
I've never.
Pretty, but see, I haven't worn it yet. Nice, and then this is like a merino long sleeve, which is
And
Oh.
if you don't know anything about Robbie, and he likes merino
I
wool
probably
quite a
mentioned
bit.
it in like every freaking.
Yeah, and
clothing.
Features does make a merino wool sock.
Features, yeah, save 10%, leave 10.
Alright.
Just gonna see how many times I can pitch that.
That's pretty good.
Slide it in
Just-
there.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, do we have any
Real casual.
questions to jump in?
Yeah.
How does the Kinsei compare to the Nova Blast?
Wow.
I mean, totally different shoe.
Yeah.
It has that soft feel, so the foam feels familiar.
Okay.
And I would actually say it feels like a firmer, more stable Nova Blast.
Yeah.
It's a lot heavier, like in all of the ways. The upper feels heavier and more substantial. The midsole, outsole is much heavier. It's got a bunch of gel in it.
Yeah. Megan, I just did the video review for this. It should be out soon. But Robbie, you've run in it too. What do you think?
It is a little heavy. It's not as heavy as you think it would be. Like, it doesn't feel as heavy.
Scale.
I like though it transitions very smoothly, and in that way, it does feel a little firm, like in the forefoot. Did you find?
I didn't feel that it was too firm in the
Okay.
forefoot. What I found, it's really good at cruising. It transitions really well. Where I think it fails as a complete shoe is when I did strides in it. That's when you can really tell
Oh, yeah.
the weight, and also the comfort of the upper is really nice. This knit upper, but once you're going really fast, it kind of stretches and loosens up a bit, so that I was getting a little bit of play when I was trying to do faster paces.
Another thing about that upper is it's knit and it absorbs all the moisture.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
We took it down to Florida, and I drenched this with sweat.
It
And
definitely smells.
It absorbed all of my sweat, so it basically smells like an armpit now, and that smell's there.
Oh,
Forever now.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Well,
could probably soak it and rinse it out.
Bleach.
Maybe even just hose it off.
Or just burn it.
Yeah.
Just get an car freshener.
By the way,
Little treat,
we
put it
sh-
right in.
we should say it has 2 layers of flight foam blast and flight foam blast, and then it also has a P-Bax plate in it
Yeah.
in the middle, and gel.
And gel.
There's
It's-
so much
Everything.
gel.
I said
Can you see
in
it?
the.
It's a little.
I'm not. On one of the posts, I said it's got the kitchen sink. ASICS, any technology
Literally.
ASICS has, they put in the shoe.
Oh, it's so stinky.
Stop touching
I
it.
know. I do think
Gross.
the upper though, the look. When we showed it to Megan's family when we were down in Florida, everyone loved the upper. A lot of people weren't as keen on the way that all the stuff going on the bottom.
Yeah.
But I think Megan biased them because she was like, "Do you think this is good looking? The gel?"
Megan said that?
Yeah, and
It's
Was that,
not
wait,
my-
was that your
it's-
impression?
That's like not my. That looks like a.
that's not your cup of
I don't know
kochogi.
how to explain it.
I mean, I
it looks
feel
like
you.
someone's going to the gym in that shoe.
I feel Which, isn't that kind of what
Yeah.
it is?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the market that they're after for this is that Ultra Boost crowd, that
Yeah, not-
person that's doing, 3 miles after they.
So, let me
Not the
ask-
person doing
I-
strides.
I'm actually curious, what's the difference between that and the New Balance Lorado that you really didn't like
Okay,
either?
this is so much better in transition.
I
than
still
the
want to
Lorado.
try that shoe.
The Lorado, you can try that shit,
I'll get you, Jared.
or you can just take the one that I have that I will never put on again.
I didn't think it was that bad.
No, I want the wide version of that. I don't want.
All right.
I know.
All right.
I'm sorry.
So the
You know,
Lorado,
It's okay.
They probably have a ton of them sitting around.
the New Balance Lorado, does it have a carbon plate in it?
yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Okay.
It actually, conceptually, the Lorado sounds like a great shoe. Where
Yeah,
I
we
think,
were like excited about it.
yeah, where it fell apart was one that basketball style, like collar.
It's not an attractive shoe.
The rubber on the bottom does not lend itself to really good flexibility underfoot. So between that and you kind of have this soft fuel cell that is great for comfort walking,
Okay.
but it just does. It's one of those things where it sounds like all the parts would work well, but it just doesn't. Where
Okay.
this is the opposite, where I was like, there's too much stuff going on, it's not going to work well,
Yeah.
and actually does.
I was Meg. When you say it doesn't like look good, it's got the patented like New Balance like dad lifestyle look to it, which
yeah.
for sure.
I got an all gray pair.
That's
Yeah.
that's that.
Are you talking the Lorado?
Yeah.
The Lorado.
Wait,
Oh,
are you talking
yeah.
about this or the Lorado?
The Lorado.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
the look though
Yeah.
of like what the 990.
No, what it really looks like is they tried to make a basketball shoe into a running shoe. Like to me,
It just is higher.
and it even
yeah.
has that Nike cement pattern on the heel counter that I was like, are you serious? Are you putting Air Jordan cement on a
Yeah,
Lorado?
that's crazy.
Like I don't even know how you get like who's designed that's like, you know what? Let's just take some Nike stuff and put it on here.
I don't know. All right. Are there any more questions right now?
Run Shield. People are asking what that is.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is it a
The,
children's shoe?
It really kind of does look like this would be sold at a kid's Foot Locker. Just
It
throw
does.
that out there with that
It does.
colorway.
You put a smock on running this.
Yeah.
Or a backwards dad shirt, like the button downs to do paint.
Oh yeah. I like that. This is the best version of the Saucony Endorphin Speed. Done.
The best?
Oh,
It is.
the best.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah. I think it's better than all the other versions.
Why?
But Robbie, don't
Yeah.
spoil it because we might be doing a between two shoes.
Oh.
I forgot it's not out yet. Yeah, so this is the Run Shield edition, which isn't waterproof as we had originally thought.
Water resistant.
Water resistant.
How did we
which
find out that it wasn't waterproof?
You tried dumping like a bottle.
You literally dumped a whole bucket of water. It was like, my feet are wet.
And then we went puddle jumping, and it was like, yeah, my feet were soaked in like 2 seconds. But it does resist light mist, I guess. If you're running through a
It resists moisture.
if you're running through a sprinkler.
Does it lock your sweat inside?
It doesn't. I did not. I took these out on the worst summer run I've had this summer, and it didn't feel that bad to me, honestly. Thomas felt it was a little warm.
I felt it was a little warm, but it's also lighter.
It is lighter. That's what's crazy.
Wow.
It's
By
lighter?
like
It's
an
lighter.
ounce.
Is it half an ounce?
Is a half an ounce lighter?
yeah.
Yeah.
Than the normal.
We're gonna have to
That's
talk
wild.
after this because I need to
Also-
know why this is so much better than this speed too.
We didn't say that.
I didn't say it's so much better. I just said it's
It's the best version.
Because one, I find the upper to be almost maybe a little more structured to it. I think it looks better.
It fits
and
really well.
It fits really well, and it's lighter. So I'm
And
like,
you
this
get-
is the best.
What about that cold track?
Oh yeah, and it has
Hold on a sec.
and
People be dropping like flies around
game
here.
on. So, and then the cold track rubber has it's like a softer rubber for wintry conditions.
It doesn't firm up like traditional rubber.
Yeah, but you will pay more. It's $180 instead of $160 at the normal indoor.
I'm wondering if the upper will hold up as well as the other model.
I can show it a little bit closer too.
Yeah.
I've got, I think, a
So
bit
it has,
over.
it's like a ripstop mesh upper, which probably will hold up better.
I like how you looked at me like, am I correct here?
Stop.
Yes, Robbie, you're correct.
Mono mesh upper. I think they're run shield. Like there's like these kind of support seams or overlays that they
Welded overlays.
touted as in the spec sheet. It points those out as like run shield. So I don't know. It's weird.
That is weird. I
But-
guess water won't get through those.
Same outsole?
What's that?
Same outsole?
No.
No?
No,
Different outsole? What's the outsole?
yeah,
Cold
the
track.
That's the cold track rubber outsole. It's updated to be grippier in colder weather, and it also has this like toe bumper too, which the other one didn't.
Which also looks like the Nike
Peg trail.
peg trail.
And it's
Yeah.
got a weird little pull tab thing on. That's
The other thing that will help
Yeah.
with your water resistance is that
Oh,
toe cap is rubberized. So as you're towing through your own splash, it might protect the front of your shoe a little bit more
Can I get that?
and keep some moisture out.
Thanks. Oh, it's not open yet. Dewey Beer Company.
Wait,
sponsor us,
did you
right?
finish that other one?
A
Yeah.
little bit,
Yeah.
A little bit. Here, you want to just your top of your
I'm just drinking this whole thing.
No, you're not drinking that whole thing.
Yeah. Looks like it.
I got you.
Damn.
All right, keep talking.
All right. So,
Are there any other questions?
yeah, is there any other questions?
What's Robbie's favorite current running watch?
That's a good question. I was going to get into that next because
Is it sitting right here?
we've been, no, I don't think that is.
That's
This
not
is
my
a
favorite.
giant watch.
That's a
Yeah, I
big.
can bring it up.
That's a big boy watch.
This is a giant mamma jamma.
If you haven't seen
Yeah.
it, Robbie just did a 101 on GPS watches that is probably helpful information for people who are looking to purchase a GPS watch, who may have never purchased a GPS watch,
Yeah.
or if you're just looking for a new thing in the market.
Just like considerations to make when you're looking for a watch. And so we did get this one, and this isn't my favorite one, but this is the, you can't tell, the Coros Vertix 2. This is a more of an adventuring, like mountaineering / also running, ultra running watch.
They call it an adventure watch.
Yeah, it's like, it's ridiculous. I mean, if
I don't think I go on enough
look at
adventures
this on
for
my
that
wrist.
watch.
This on my wrist.
This is as big as your wrist.
It looks like a baby wearing a grandmother cloth.
That eats
Hey,
your
look how
wrist.
big that is. It's absurd.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean, I think
Shit.
it could be.
Oh jeez.
Oh my gosh. I think this could actually be like a weapon in some countries.
Like if you backhanded someone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
For
it's
sure.
anyway. So this watch has, in like normal GPS mode, 1 second full pinging. It's 140 hours of battery life.
Whoa.
That's
which is
insane.
like
What does it like?
I
What
don't
does
think-
what does like the Kipchoge version have?
30.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's still pretty good.
It is really good for that pace too.
Like
for
I've
sure.
noticed that like I run an entire week with this thing
Yeah.
and then
Charge
it and then I get.
I mean,
another
I gotta like my favorite watch is probably the Coros Apex Pro, because it's so easy to drop like routes onto it if I'm doing like hiking or.
I'm gonna have to have you do that for me one time.
Okay,
Like just
yeah.
surprise me with a route,
Yeah.
and I'll see if I can follow
And
it.
it tells you to go.
Don't tempt me.
Hey.
We'll see.
So Apex is
You got to
favorite?
run with me if you're gonna be weird.
Wait, do you have to run and like this to kind of see where? Does it tell you when to turn?
I kind of. I think
Does it vibrate?
It doesn't vibrate to turn because if you're on a trail, it's always turning.
Yeah.
You know? So it's just like you kind of just look and it'll tell you if you go like 0.101 off track. Like if you go off like 15 feet of the trail, it'll like tell you.
That's like one of those really cool features that I would use maybe 2 years after I got the watch because I was afraid to use it.
Yeah. It's pretty good. And then so they just added topographical and just like maps to their watches, so you can. That was
And Apex also.
Yeah.
If you have, this is what I love about the Coros watches.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about them is, you like Megan's wearing one that's like 5 years old.
Yeah.
And they do software updates, and so she has all the capabilities of the new one. So it's not like you have to buy a new one to get the new software.
You just update your watch.
And what they did with the Apex Pro is the Vertex 2 got a new upgrade with all these maps, and they could have just been like the Vertex 2 has this.
Mm-hmm.
But our older version of the
Apex Pro.
Apex
which
Pro.
is like 2 years old at least.
yeah, they gave us all the maps.
Yeah.
So they gave us a new software update where now we can utilize some of these new features.
I mean, that is one of the things I do love about Coros is they're always pushing like crazy new features. Like it seems like every couple weeks. And I think they were the first people to do the track mode. I think Garmin now has it, but it gives you like the perfect ovals. Megan, didn't you? You had the Apex, but didn't use it for a while, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I like pulled it out of the drawer and I was like, why haven't I been using this? It's
Well,
amazing.
I remember when you first got it, the app wasn't as good.
Yeah.
Now the app is really solid. It's really easy to build.
I was
workouts.
also using a Garmin at the time, and this one said I was much slower. And so I was like,
that's
well,
right.
this is wrong, so I'm never going to use that again.
I forgot that was like a thing when they first started. It was like 10,
substantially
like
slower.
15
Yeah.
seconds per mile slower for
Yeah.
some reason.
Would the Coros Pace 2 be a good entry-level running watch?
It's the best entry. Like the value's stupid. I actually think they should be charging more for it. Like, cause
I have both the Pro
Yeah.
and now the Pace 2.
mm-hmm.
And just because the Pace 2 is light, I like using this. I get the same benefits from most of my runs. I can do a workout on this. I can, just use it for regular running GPS. It actually can do the tri mode. Does all those inside modes.
Like race day, I'm wearing the Pace 2. It's so light and it has everything you need. And same thing, you can drop the workouts, do the workouts in your app and drop it on the phone or drop it on the watch.
And it's funny because I'm not as technologically geeky as Rob is. So I'll do, like for me, I haven't noticed a difference having the Apex Pro and having this.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really noticed a difference in
There's not
functionality.
much of a difference, to be honest.
The battery life is the only thing I noticed.
It's not even that much different though, because the Apex Pro is like 40 hours of GPS, so
Is-
it's very.
Is
very
that
minimal.
like the same as the 245 Garmin? Is that like the
Like
similar?
Right?
equal? But the 245 is like $100 more, isn't it, or $50 more?
Yeah, but this periodically says that I'm swimming in the harbor, which if
Yeah.
that's the case, I should be
It does.
going to the hospital immediately.
Yeah, I really had no issues with the Coros stuff.
I feel like the Pace also learns. Like when I first started running with it, I felt like it was a little bit off, but somehow it's kind of corrected. And I don't know if each time it syncs up, it like looks at the map and kind of like
Learns.
adjusts stuff.
It might.
But
Oh, by the way, this connects to all 5 GPS systems in the
there's
space
nowhere you can hide.
at once. So
I only know 2.
it's insane.
The GPS and then there's the GLONASS. What are the other 3?
There's Baidu, which is the one that's typically over like China and Asia, and then there's what's the European one? I forget. The one I had never even heard of. But yeah, it syncs like connects to satellite in a second, and then it's ridiculous. I mean, it's a pretty cool watch.
To that?
It is heavy though, like, and I think the face is like 51 millimeters across, which
Right, but this is also like one of the things they showed was that it's also for climbing. They had a carabiner
Right.
that's made specifically for it.
I mean, this is something you want if you're going on serious
Mount
expeditions.
like if you're going to Africa and you might do some running, you're also going to take this.
Yeah, or if you just like don't want to charge your watch for
It's
2
very,
weeks.
it's
or
very
3
clear
weeks.
to read the face. Like it's
Yeah.
very nice.
It's
So
like
it's
the
giant.
perfect watch if you're trying to go to Kilimanjaro for a week
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
not turn your watch
Honestly,
off.
yeah, it will work that way.
And I thought Koros did a really fun thing this week. Apparently, Molly Seidel was moving
Oh, okay.
and she lost her GPS watch, and she made a comment in the story or something like that.
Strava.
Or on Strava, and they sent her. I don't know how they got her a new address and everything, but they got her a pace too.
That's smart. That's a good
right
market.
there.
They probably
Right.
they probably asked Des because she's one of their athletes.
Yeah.
They're probably just like, what's her address?
There's a possibility.
Do
I
Do you
might,
think Des has a Rolodex of athletes' addresses?
I just assume.
Yeah,
Probably it does.
Or they just ask her
Tracksmith.
Or
They
they
probably
just
call
ask her
Tracksmith.
agent.
or called Tracksmith.
I hope.
Yeah.
I hope I don't lose.
Agent's probably the way it
I
is.
hope I don't lose my watch tonight.
What?
So the Cora sends him one.
Oh.
I'm just gonna yeet it straight out into the road.
What you should do is leave the GPS on and throw it in the harbor.
Oh my gosh.
See how long
Said
it
you might
runs.
get a Garmin.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's
Instead
true.
of a Coros. So you don't know. You can't do
It'll boomerang back to you.
that. What's the best running shoe close to $100 in your opinion?
I have this.
Okay.
The New Balance Propel 3
Hmm.
at $99.99. It's as close as you can get.
But I don't trust Jared's opinion. You know why? Because he only gets wide shoes, and the only company that sends him shoes is New Balance.
Didn't you do
He's a most
a
trusted
video review of
reviewer.
them?
How much is the
Do you like 'em?
um
For $99, there's
Okay.
nothing to really complain about.
I'd
Rincon.
rather run a
115.
Yeah, I thought the Hoka Rincon
Because of
3
last year.
for 115 is a good shoe. If I'm gonna go up $5 more,
Does it count? It has to be $100.
okay.
Yeah.
There's like
You
not
said
many
close
shoes.
to $100, but what do you define as close?
I mean, $20 to me is close.
Close
so
without
Nova
going
Blast,
over. That's over.
Nova Blast
20%
2.
more.
We're playing
Oh,
Price is Right
a
rules.
Treyu then.
Oh yeah.
Throwing in a Treyu.
What do you think, Megan?
I can't
Didn't you
think
like
of.
the Axon?
I did, but more for like casual wear.
Okay.
But
I guess the answer
it was
is
a
Which
little
one's the
firm.
Axon?
Saucony.
It had like
Oh,
a
yeah.
high stack and
Yeah.
it was a little firm.
looks like
Uh,
I win.
Hmm?
I can't think of other $100 shoes.
I like the Brooks Rebel. That's always
Somebody
a
named
shoe I
that
like.
in our post about the shoes that you can't stop wearing,
Mhm.
and we said the Alpha Fly. Somebody in the comments put their Rebel 4.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Rebel 4 is a great shoe. That's probably one of my favorite versions.
Was that the last one?
No, it's 2. I think 2 of them ago.
Oh, okay.
Is it really? That was the one that I was like, this is an awesome shoe, and nobody ever talks about it. It's just a fun, like it's just a simple like go-to shoe.
How much is the Razor? Is that over?
Yeah,
Skechers?
the Razor's like pretty expensive.
What's the cheapest Hyperburst?
The Max Road's like 130, which is
It's getting
not.
up there.
I think it's on the cheaper end of like Skechers shoes. That maybe the Max Road. The Go Run Ride.
What's
I was
the?
gonna
Is
say
it
the
the
Ride.
Dynablast from ASICS that's around that price?
Is it Dynablast? What's the other one I always?
There's
think?
another one
the
that-
Tooth GT.
No, the GT2000.
Yeah.
I'm actually, as soon as I'm done reviewing the
The
Solomon.
Dynablast is $100.
Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm done, I got the Solomon Predict Sock 2. I pretty much want to be done reviewing it, but I'm not. I have one more run to do probably before I can say
Okay.
for real it's quit. But then I'm going to do the ASICS GT2000.
Okay. Cool. I like it. What else?
Fresh Foam More V3 or Max Road 5?
I feel like people ask this before.
This is you because I haven't worn them.
I was going to say, I wasn't sure if you'd worn it. And here's the thing. The Max Road 5 is more versatile. But for easy day, would I rather be wearing the More 3? If I have multiple shoes, I'd rather wear the More 3 for easy day. if I only have one shoe, it'd be the Max Road 5.
Which I was wearing this morning when you saw me.
I didn't check your feet.
Yeah, I saw you check my feet. You must have missed it.
Yeah.
I passed you. I passed Thomas running this morning, and I saw him look down like what I was wearing. But yeah, did 6 this morning in the Max Road. Love that. Still feels amazing.
It was a meeting of 2 ships in the morning. We just went, and there was a little, hey.
You can
never know what to
stop
do.
and say hi.
I thought Robbie started to slow for a stop, and then I wasn't sure, and I was just like, I have to get the boys to school now. The school's back in session.
I mean, we're gonna see each other in an hour.
Yeah. Are those? You're wearing the GT 2000 right now, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
Surprisingly comfortable shoe, isn't it?
Comfortable. A little. I can see how they can get a little hot though. Like the upper can get a little hot. But I haven't running them yet, so.
Yeah. I would be interested. You know what? Did you get the GT 2000?
I didn't.
It might be a. Did you? You got
I
it
got
in a
it.
pink color.
Yeah.
Maybe the 3 of us do a joint little review, a little jammy jam.
Oh, shit. Works.
All right.
Rincon 3 or Rebel V2. My Rebel V2 felt awesome out of the box. Now after 150 miles, it's starting to feel flat.
I think depending on, again, this comes down to what you want to use the shoe for. I think that the Rebel is something I would say for tempo days or faster style runs, and I think the Rincon actually is probably a more versatile shoe.
It's not as bouncy. Is that the word I'm looking for?
It's not.
The Rincon?
Yeah.
Allie just got her pair. They're so light.
They're super light.
They're crazy.
But yeah, you're not going to get the responsiveness like you will from the Rebel. I
It's,
don't-
but I mean, I guess that the Rincon flattens out too.
Yeah.
It does, but it does have a better. It's held up better. Did you put more miles on yours?
The Rincon, no. I just got the Rebel V2 a couple weeks ago because they didn't have my size. So I have actually been running in it every now and then.
The Rebel?
Do you like
What do
it?
you think?
Yeah, it's a great shoe. What's funny is I have the wide version. So it's actually doesn't feel like that much wider, which makes me think, is this all like a scam?
in
that
Jared's
they're,
head.
like,
No, it's not a
wide foot
scam.
people.
You tell that to all the people messaging.
What if
you.
I was a wide foot person this whole time? And I was like,
oh my god,
this is what I should be
that
wearing.
you'd probably be fired.
Like, you know how everybody's wearing, like, most people wear running shoes that are half size too small?
Or the wrong size sports bra.
Yeah. Like, you got that shoe.
I do.
I feel like no one does that.
Sports bro.
I need to hold my phone.
You guys are missing out
it's
on
not the worst
on the
idea.
pocket bra. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Peg 38, Nova Blast 2, or Rincon 3. Nova Blast 2.
Okay, it's going to be between the Nova Blast 2 and the Peg for me.
Yeah.
Why don't we go 1, 2, 3?
Okay.
Nova Blast, Peg, Rincon.
I might flip the first two.
Okay. I didn't try the 38. I just said the 37. So I
It's-
can't really say.
that 30,
Is it really better than the Rincon?
Yeah, but you were confident, so I believe you.
the 37 and the 38 are pretty similar.
I love the pop off the toe of the Peg 38 if you want to, like, pick it up a little bit. But I think overall ride, the Nova Blast. And then the Rincon's third, yeah.
All right, I will, just to make it easier for the public, because I'm so close in the two. I'll go Nova Blast,
Okay.
Peg.
You can't go wrong with the Peg or
Yeah.
the Nova Blast.
Yeah,
And the Peg's the cheaper of the
I think that what I love
Is
about
it?
the Peg
120.
is it's.
Yeah.
I also
Not
think
much.
it has a little bit more durability than
Yeah.
the Nova Blast or the Rincon. So money wise, if I was on a budget and I needed one shoe, I'd probably go with the Peg. If I want the bounce and the great feeling of the flight foam that the
Yeah.
Nova Blast has, I do think it has an edge. The foam is a little better than the React.
I will say the Peg is that one shoe that you can literally do it.
Yeah.
Everything in. Yeah.
Like, you could use it for your first marathon, or you can trail run in it. Like, it's actually a pretty solid trail running shoe. Like, as long
And
as
it's
not-
about as slippery as the Pegasus Trail.
Yeah, it's honestly, I think it's probably a better grip than most of the Nike trail shoes. You know, the Thursday night runs, we're here, that the Faster Bastards do, like half the guys show up in Pegasus.
Like regular road Pegasus?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like seriously,
Yeah.
like I think
And they
half
crush it.
So, what else we got?
Which is the best running coach app?
Megan.
Running
You're an
coach
app now?
I apparently have an app.
Yeah, it's Megan.
Like, are you talking like V.2 or?
Yeah, I don't
I
know
have
if
a
they're talking
question.
like Final Surge, like the app that coaches use
Are
for
they
the
talking about coaching
athlete,
apps, or are we
or
talking
someone talking
Or
to
is
you
it
in
like
your ear.
Runkeeper
Like
where they're
Nike
telling
Plus
you?
Yeah.
or Nike Plus?
Yeah, where you get Coach Bennett
I
chatting.
feel like people like Runkeeper in that aspect of the plans.
Doesn't Peloton have one too? Like a running app?
They
Yes.
have an app and you can do runs and stuff, which I actually have never done.
He's our resident Peloton boy.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell because he gets all excited and says, I did a century. And you're like, what? You rode 100 miles in one sitting? He's like,
He wouldn't understand. He doesn't have the shirt.
100 classes. And you can buy a shirt.
You're gonna pick a fight with the wrong crowd.
Dude, the Peloton thing freaks me out because I was looking at
A little
the
cultish.
Yeah.
I was looking at YouTube comments from who's the person?
Beck. What's her last name?
Gentry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is weird that you know that.
Mhm.
They did like a profile for her and I was like looking at the comments and like people were like, oh, I'm so excited to meet you. I'm like, you were just like taking one of her classes like through
Virtually.
an app.
Yeah.
Like, that's not meeting someone. Like,
That's like someone watching a YouTube video and be like, "So I was so happy to
Yeah.
meet you guys."
By the way, we're great meeting everyone on this.
Yeah, great.
This is how you meet people.
I mean, this is more
True.
interactive though than watching her video or taking her
No,
class.
because
No.
you're actually taking the class and it's live
But-
and she's telling you stuff.
Yeah.
And you're doing
Yeah,
it.
so-
And then they can call you out.
Someone was like super stoked that they got a call out. She
Yeah.
said, out of my 500 classes,
Yeah, I got a call out.
and I was like, that's weird.
I think who was it? Matt Lopers? It might have been Matt Lopers, who, by the way, follows Believe in the Run.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Matt, if you're watching.
Yeah.
This.
Matt, you're awesome. So glad to
We
meet
love
you.
Peloton.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, this is sponsored by Features. Save 10% by using code Believe10.
Snuck that right
That's
in.
my dead air. Like,
Keep the questions coming. You're gonna hear about features.
New Atreyu lineup, is it any better than V1?
Yeah.
like the in what ways?
It's got a new foam. It's got more of a supercritical
Do
foam.
you feel like it feels different?
It does. It has a little more bounce.
Okay.
Did you try them both on?
Yeah.
It's
And
negative
you're like
weight.
it's the same?
I would say I didn't notice much of a difference, but
It weighs like the weight of a pea.
I mean,
There's no
yeah,
weight to it.
I know that. I'm not saying it's a bad shoe. I just didn't like. I
You-
love running in it.
Brandon has worn his pair out.
I have 60 miles in mine, and I like kind of want to keep testing myself to see how far I can get them. I want to I was on my run and I was like, I wonder what these would look like after like 400 miles or something.
Yeah, you got it,
ridiculous.
dude.
But you feel like they're beat up after 60?
After 60, I was already getting like just ripped.
Okay,
Well,
so if we're gonna
Yeah.
say that, then I'm going back and saying again the Propel 3 for $100 shoe, way better.
No,
But we've
I
seen
still-
60 miles.
But we've seen people take it to the Trailers to like 400.
Not
The
Brandon.
outsole is gonna shred because there's nothing there.
Yeah.
And I will say that Brandon
Tiny
probably
mouse.
weighs 130,
35.
135, and
What, soaking
runs
wet?
hella fast.
Yeah.
So maybe, I would say that it would wear out for a heavier person. But the fact that you're seeing, are you just seeing wear, or is it actually, can you feel the foam's compressed?
I don't feel any change in the foam.
Okay.
I do feel that there's just wear in the outsole.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's held up
Yeah.
pretty well after 60 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
all
nothing.
things considered.
Yeah,
Because
exposed
there's
foam.
nothing there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a shoe that has pleasantly surprised me. Actually. So
Pleasantly surprised.
especially on like picking it up on those like quicker days too. Weirdly. So
Cool.
anyway,
Okay, a Via or
Yeah, if you want a $100 shoe, you get four pairs of Avia.
I can't wait to see what these Avias are like.
Can you do your next?
You know, it'd be good
workout
with a blind test. If there's a way to like
crazy.
have somebody run where they can't see their feet,
Honestly, if you just took the Hoka logo off the Hoka shoe,
Yeah,
you
you put
wouldn't
it
know.
on here. I would think this is
or even better, slap a Nike logo on it.
Yeah.
Meg, if you wore those to the Faster Bastard run and like stayed in the front of the pack, people
course she's
would
gonna
not.
stay.
There's no way.
Dude,
Like,
so
I don't care
no
if you
one-
put Megan in.
No one would question anything about
No.
the
No,
shoe.
definitely not. They would just think it's a hookah.
Or some.
They even have a toe overlay there.
Yeah.
Okay, what brand of running shoes is slept on the most in your opinion? And I kind of know what you guys might say here.
Slept on the most?
Yeah, it's like
Like, doesn't get
Yeah.
it
credit.
doesn't get the credit that it deserves.
Do you think we're gonna skate Skechers?
Yeah.
Not anymore. I
Well,
think it gets a proper amount.
General public maybe, but people who are in the know, yeah.
Yeah.
People who are watching this. I do have one. Do you want me to say?
Yeah.
In the trails sector, Merrell actually makes like amazing trail shoes at like for $100. Like, cause Taylor and Matt have both reviewed Merrell, and they're like some of the best shoes that they test all year.
They're also awesome for walking to Applebee's in.
They are, or going to the local
Flea market.
Tedeschi Martin and Trucks concert.
That's where I went, and it started hailing at Red Rocks.
Wait, is that where you? Had
Yes.
Tell me you're wearing Merrells.
They probably come in wide.
No, it was the new set.
Okay, yeah, but they
That was a nightmare.
they make great. And honestly, Merrell's the only company that makes reasonable kids shoes, like trail shoes for kids.
You know, I'm gonna say Diodora
Okay.
Interesting.
because I don't think a lot of people know about it. That they're back in the running game,
Mhm.
and I think they're making solid running shoes. I think there's room for improvement where they're at right now, but I do think that I don't think people are considering them as a brand when they go shopping. Like it may you probably think of ASICS, Nike, Hoka, Brooks,
Yeah.
Saucony, but you kind of may skip. I will tell you that I don't know why, but in my gut, I feel like this past year was a sleeper year for Nike.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like we're gonna see. It's almost like a waking of the giant. Like
It's gonna be nuts.
I have a feeling we're gonna see some really spectacular stuff coming out of Nike soon.
With that, I feel like Reebok does people in like the Facebook groups love like what the float ride, but it doesn't get much love anywhere else.
Here's the problem: Reebok doesn't have distribution,
I was gonna say it's hard to find.
and they don't. They do a lot of sales. If anybody's close to like Skechers, Reebok is there because like it's hard to find. When they do go on sale, it's like they're on sale.
They're
a
always
week
on
after.
sale.
You can sometimes get it.
You
for
can get like
$35.
As a matter of fact, we said value shoes at around $100.
Yeah, Reebok.
I gotta say, some of the Reebok shoes are probably the best shoes out there for $100.
Yeah.
And then if you're talking about
And
kind
now,
of-
who bought them?
It's like that conglomerate, right?
Yeah, I wonder if they're gonna still be around much longer.
if you're talking about coming back with like Diodora, Puma is kind of the same. I'm actually really curious what their second iteration of these models is going to be.
Well, now they're on the map because of Molly.
Yeah, but they needed like a couple changes, like little changes to their shoes, and they would be much better.
That's what I was gonna say. We gave them a lot of praise this first round because I think we were just shocked that they were back with solid shoes, and
Right.
not just one. They had
Yeah.
several solid shoes, and especially like brands like Under Armour that haven't been able to put like one solid shoe out. You're like, wow, how did they do an entire line? But now I'm a little more critical of them.
Yeah,
And it's
super
like-
critical.
Yeah, super critical. It's
See what I
like
did there?
the uppers need a little bit of work and
Yeah.
fit. The stuff that we may have overlooked the first time, we're probably not going to be as
Like
gentle with them.
the Deviate Nitro would be way better if the heel collar didn't give blisters. It's
The
that
fit of the
tiny
upper.
fix. That fix would make that an awesome shoe.
By the way, I don't know if did you see that thing where? Did you hear about the new Brooks shoes?
Mm-hmm.
Like Brooks Ghost and stuff. This next version.
All new phones.
It's the
Super
Aurora
cool.
BL.
Really?
Like that.
That's
they're
exciting.
That's a
throwing
big-
that into I saw.
Wait. The Aurora BL is gonna be
They're using
a production.
this-
They're
same-
using that same super.
Oh, I
Okay.
think I did hear that.
Inside the Ghost and everything else.
Well, that'd be great because I love, and I rarely give praise to Brooks. I think they're
Yeah.
typically a mediocre shoe.
Yeah, because they're just like
It's
they're
safe.
printing money and just
Yeah.
do whatever.
But the Aurora BL was one of my favorite shoes
It
this
is
year.
my favorite Brooks shoe.
But I'm saying
Of the
overall,
year.
it's one of my favorite shoes
yeah.
of the
More
year.
I've
than
been putting
the
it back on.
Hyperion Tempo?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
for sure.
The Tempo kind of is another shoe that tends to die out after a while. I felt like it just kind of like feels flat,
Yeah.
I
and
thought you were huge on that shoe.
You
I think
were?
you loved it.
I did like the Hyperion Tempo a lot. Sorry, I thought
it is a
lady
good shoe.
I was like, I thought a lady let her dog shit and didn't clean it up. But
I think that the thing was that the
They're about to
Hyperion,
sprint out.
yeah, I was gonna run out there. And
the Hyperion Tempo was great because it was a surprise from Brooks. So like it was something different from Brooks, and it was a lot like
Yeah.
the Razor,
Mhm.
and so we liked it. But again, it's like, okay, you did that.
Yeah.
Let's see what else is out there.
Anyone reading any good running books? Know of any good running
I
books?
don't read.
I just read what is it? Take the Leap or something. It's very more sciencey, not like a real casual, easy read. One of my favorite books is still Dina Castor's.
I do like that one.
Let Your Mind Run. Is that who it is?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, the Bravey book is
That was good.
very good. I come back to that book a lot actually in my
Yeah.
mind.
One of my in your mind.
I think about it a lot.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
It was a very very good book.
I still love Shoe Dogs.
Oh, that's
Shoe
One of
Dogs
the
from.
best.
Is it
I
that
mean,
good?
I love it.
Yeah.
I just think that the journey of Nike and how close they were to failing. It's just. It would be. If it was a movie, it has all the drama of that stuff. I'm surprised nobody's actually turned it into. Maybe they're waiting for Phil Knight to
I
pass
read
away
that
or
book
something.
in like 3 days. Like
Yeah.
I crushed it.
And it's so good, right?
Yeah.
I wish I think law school killed my ability to read. I just don't care. I can't do it. I can't look at words.
And you think of people like when you think of Apple and you think of Steve Jobs and stuff like that, you think of Phil Knight as that character, but really Phil Knight, I almost feel like he's a secondary person. Like maybe he steered the vision of the main stuff, but I forget his name.
Bill Bowerman?
No, Bill was designing and coming up with the
Yeah.
shoes, but
Wozniak.
the
I know you mean.
yeah, the guy coming up with I can't remember right now. I can't believe I can't remember. But he was coming up with it would have been named some ridiculous like Alpha 905,
Yeah.
and like the names he was coming up with for Nike and the vision that the guy who started Blue Ribbon Sports and blows my mind. I want to say Jim, but
Someone comment, 'cause someone out there.
Yeah.
Somebody's got it.
Jim Walmsley?
No, yeah.
I don't know.
Do you feel New Balance flies a bit under the radar next to the current giants here in Dallas, Texas? The craze is very much on Hoka, On, and Nike.
Yeah.
Okay. The most overrated shoe out there right now is On.
Yeah, I mean,
It's totally overrated. Like we were doing the Gary Vaynerchuk.
oh, you brought. Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Is that this Cloud Stratus or
The
is that?
Cloud Flyer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. If we were gonna do overrated, underrated, On is completely overrated. I have they can get mad at me or whatever. The technology is not good.
I think the one thing that drives me a little bit nuts about On is that talking to them, they explain that like their shoes are supposed to be a firmer feel meant for performance and like,
Firmer feels.
and I'm like, yeah, but the name defies that idea,
Which
Cloud? Yeah.
They don't, and I've heard people say, like, I've had friends walk in a running store that aren't really runners and buy those shoes and be like, oh, this shoe's like super comfortable. I'm like, dude, put on the New Balance 860 or whatever, and he wore that after wearing one. He's like, oh, this is so much better. I'm like, see, it's all mind games.
It is. It's the look and the feel. Like people think the bubbles.
Plus, I feel like they've seeded like influencers with
They
these,
have done an
so
excellent
they're
job.
everywhere.
Their
With
marketing is
It's
unbelievable.
Yeah.
phenomenal. This is my first time after hearing you review like 12 ons, trying to find your.
I've only reviewed like 4.
Okay.
But here's the crazy thing. When we first got ons, and I'm just going to give you a little history. When we first got ons, I wore them. Then Robbie came on, and I was like, I don't want to wear these. Robbie, you can review them. And Robbie doesn't want to review them.
They look cool. The construction's amazing.
And
the quality's like excellent.
You get a $180 shoe, and it's nice.
I think it looks like this is. I don't think it's a bad looking shoe.
No, the design is phenomenal.
But I was shocked because this is like considered the long distance kind of supportive shoe. After I did a 5 or 6 mile run and my feet were hurting, and then
Been there.
Allie was like, hey, well, would it be a good walking shoe? And after 5 miles, and then we walked, to Pure Raw, because that's what millennials do. They get acai, juice bowls, all that stuff. I was like, I don't think I would wear this all day. Like, my feet hurt.
It blows my mind.
Here's the thing. The technology is basically these pods on the bottom.
And I could
and the
feel
pods
the
are
brakes in
attached
them.
to a plastic plate.
Yeah.
So every on shoe, the problem that they have, and until they fix this, is attached to a hard plate. Now you say, okay, well, plated shoes are great.
There's nothing underneath.
This is a big hard plastic plate.
With hard rubber
This
underneath
is what's in between you and this.
Literally.
Dude,
That's
just
why
cut
people
off the upper.
on first step in that's why people think they're comfortable, is because the insole is very comfortable.
Yeah.
But once that packs down,
You're running.
you're
Yeah.
screwed.
Yeah.
So
what you
they
need is
need-
a souffle insole.
They just need to
APL.
get over it, get rid of, and do like a normal midsole that doesn't have.
I mean, they're gonna have to change their business model,
Well,
design.
here's
Or
the
do
thing.
they? 'Cause
not
people
business,
buy them.
not their business model, but their design.
Yeah.
If they want to be a serious like running shoe.
I will tell you something else, insider information. This technology was shopped around to other
Oh, yeah, for sure.
shoe companies before
Mhm.
On took it. So
You know what the original design was? Do you know how they thought of that design? They cut like their garden hoses in half and molded them to the bottoms of shoes, and were like, this feels comfortable.
This is like running on a garden hose.
And then they made the whole design is
That
from
is
cut in half
ludicrous.
garden hoses.
So based on
now you're paying $200 for garden hose
hoses.
shoes
so
and
garden hose
acting like
technology.
you're going to run a triathlon.
Whatever.
So based on the marketing, the IPO is about to go onto the stock market.
Right.
Do you buy it?
Yeah. And you buy it and get out.
hold it for a year or two.
You
and
hodl?
get out.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be it's basically I consider this your you pair it with your Lululemon tights. Like, this is your going to the coffee shop running shoe. It's not a
Your APL.
And look, if you're running you run a mile, like that's your
It'll be
thing.
fine.
well. I know that in
Whatever.
here somebody watching will be like, well, at Mont Blanc.
Two people finish in the top five.
Yeah, wearing On trail shoes. I'm going to tell you, those dudes, whoever they were,
They
could have finished in
doesn't
clogs.
matter.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter because we've had the trail shoe. It's
Yeah.
and this is one of those ones that I feel like the King's got no clothes and everybody's like, oh, it's so great. And the Roger Federer shoe does look beautiful.
I think that looks great.
And their designs, their shoes look great.
Yeah.
For sure.
I really want to like this shoe.
What else?
I have more runs to do, but
That's alright.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe if you wore some feature socks, it'd make it more comfortable.
You know, which ones would you use? Would you use a light cushion?
I would probably use this
or
more cushion one.
matched cushion?
Yeah, and I mean, you could save 10% by using code BELIEVE10.
I don't have any
so
features, so which features would I wear?
I actually like the no-show tabs.
I'm a
Yeah,
no-show
but
tab person.
here's the deal.
But would you
this
go with the
shoe,
max cushion
Would you
one?
go with?
I love Max Cushion socks.
Yeah.
But
Like, straight
wouldn't
up.
that blue
Do you
one?
really? Like, honestly?
I
I like the thin ones. We're
I hate this.
In the summertime, thicker kind
No,
of.
I
gross.
still,
No,
I still
no.
don't think
That's-
socks.
This shoe would look cool with an off-white, like
or that one, which looks
that
like
one. Yeah, that one could work.
because it kind of looks like
These are
your.
cool.
Yeah, that would work.
Right?
That looks
Yeah.
beautiful. You want these socks? These haven't been worn.
Yeah. Have it? I actually
they
don't
haven't
think
been worn.
They look like my size.
They are
Yeah.
the smaller size.
I
But
just watched
guess what?
those. but I don't think I wore them.
No, I don't think you even watched these, did you?
No, I didn't.
I need
literally
10 and a
just got
half.
them on
These
my
are
drives.
two.
Okay, I have. This is a weird thing about sock size. Since we've got like some samples, when I was out of socks and I needed something here for like to go shoot a video, I've taken the mediums and I'm clearly a large,
Right.
and they fit,
Huh.
and I'm like, these are comfortable.
You can fit
Yeah.
the socks. You can
It-
make
I mean, I
any
could
size
fit.
work.
Honestly, I could fit into these shoes.
If you can dodge a wrench,
have two
why don't you
pairs.
try it on and see what it's.
These
see
are
what it
kind of
feels
tight
like.
on me. You
Kinda
might
do.
try the 7.5.
Oh, you got 2 pairs?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, whoa. You know what? That's only $50.
Walmart really went all in.
That's only $50.
Is there any?
They're like, we'll send you more pairs.
oh,
Says-
probably should wrap this up.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 o'clock. So
All right. Any last question?
people are asking about the Craft Carbon CTM Rebel.
Okay.
We haven't got those yet.
Well, you know what's I don't know. They told me a month ago that they sent them to me. I don't know if it's just taking a long time to get here from Norway, but I'm excited to try them. Hopefully, they're lighter and feel a little better than the.
We weren't a huge fan of the CTM, the Carbon
Ultra.
Ultras. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you know what CTM stands for?
No.
Craft
The mountain.
Technology,
Oh.
or I
Mis-
was looking at it.
miscellaneous.
I was looking at it the other day on the bot.
UFD.
But yeah, I don't know. what
After
it-
all that, you bring it up and you're like, man.
It was some. It stands for something. I forget what it was.
Did Ben Johnson have? Does he
He's
like
got
them?
it. Yeah, they love Ben Johnson.
Yeah. But yeah, should
Craft Tailored Motion.
Yeah, craft tailored motion.
Okay.
Again, their gear looks
It's
great,
so
by the
fun.
way.
Yeah.
Well, craft gear has always been awesome.
I mean,
But is that up
Pretty
there
fair.
in
Yeah.
price with like
it's
on
not
and?
Africa.
No. It just looks like one.
Yeah.
But that's all people want. I'm surprised.
Yeah.
You know why this doesn't have clouds on the bottom? Because it'd probably be more expensive. You'd have to charge $35.
I'm trying to drive a Porsche with like a jalopy engine. Okay.
Anything else, Brandon?
Craig Simpson just tipped us $4.99.
Whoa!
Pretzels on me.
Pretzels.
Yes.
Soft pretzels.
What up, Craig?
Hey, Craig.
Thank you.
Alright.
What a guy.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good place to end it there, too.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, everyone,
Thanks
for
for
tuning
watching.
in.
See you the next first Thursday.
1 month from now.
Oh, we'll have just run a marathon.
Oh.
Oh wow!
If
You can
it's
hear
not
our
canceled.
marathon.
Shush! Stop it,
Robbie
Robbie.
wants it to be so that
I'm
we have to
reverse
run a
jinxing
Richmond.
you. I'm reverse jinxing
I
you.
mixed-
Okay, in a month we're gonna be either happy or really upset. So.
But either way, we'll be drinking.
We're running Richmond Marathon with me. Alright.
Alright. End stream.
That's what I say when I'm going to the bathroom.